Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Flip Flow. I invite everyone to make their way into a cross-legged seated posture on the center of your mat, also known as Sukhasana. And let's begin to tune in. Let's root down those tailbones. Let the knees fall towards the ground. Lengthen that spine. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears, creating space and length in the neck. Place your fingers in Samdhi with your index finger gently touching your thumb. Begin to tune into the breath, even out the inhales and the exhales. In through the nose, out through the nose. Scan the body. How does your back feel today? How does your neck feel? At this moment, I invite you to set some intentions for today's practice. What are your goals with today's practice? Are you looking for flexibility, strength, energy, endurance? Or are you simply dedicating this practice to someone? Whatever it is, make sure you honor those intentions, those goals, or those dedications. Extend the arms above head. Exhale. Bring the hands together at heart center for Samastitihi. And after your next deep inhale, let's have a collective Om. Namaste and welcome to Flip Flow. I invite everyone to make your way onto all fours. Stacking the shoulders over the elbows and the elbows over the wrists. Fingertips spread and hands slightly dialed out so your index fingers are pointed directly forward, parallel with each other and parallel with the outer edges of the mat. Knees are at hip width distance, stacked directly underneath the hips, and the tops of your feet are pressed against the mat for a tabletop pose. Shoulders drawn away from the ears. Navel pressed against the spine. On your next inhale, drop your belly, raise your tailbone, and raise your gaze forward for a happy cow. Exhale, press against the mat, round your spine and shift your gaze towards your navel. Inhale, drop the belly, make your way back into happy cow. Exhale, press against the mat for an angry cat. Inhale, happy cow. Exhale, angry cat. Inhale back into tabletop. Inhale, extend the left arm forward and the right leg back. Keeping the right foot flexed. Exhale, bring the left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, compress. Inhale, extend. Exhale, back into tabletop. Inhale, extend the right arm forward and the left leg back, maintaining the left foot flexed. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Inhale, extend the right arm forward, left leg back. Exhale, compress. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tabletop. Begin to move your body in a cylindrical manner, as if your body was a marble inside of a Coca-Cola can. Moving clockwise. Pause at the top and move counterclockwise. Pause at the top and drop your left shoulder down to the mat and extend your left arm towards the right side of the mat behind your right arm. Extend your right hand to the top right corner of your mat and shift your gaze towards your right armpit. Bring your right palm to right in front of your face and press down to rise up. Back into tabletop. On an exhale, drop the right shoulder down to the mat and extend your right arm towards the left side of your mat. Shift your hand forward and shift your gaze towards your left armpit. Shift your gaze. Shift your hand back in front of your face. Press down to rise back up into a tabletop. Inhale, happy cow. Exhale, angry cat. Shift your hands forward on the mat and press your bum onto your heels and your forehead onto the mat for a child's pose. Welcome to make your way into this posture. If any of the other postures feel a little off or they're just not part of your practice, we all have our limitations. We all have our anatomical limitations as well as our injuries. Shift your hands back slightly some. Curl your toes and press those hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Find that length in the spine and drive those heels towards the earth. At this moment, dial in your Ujjayi breath, which is your ocean sounding breath. And slowly begin to inch your hands back to meet your toes at the back of the mat. Bend your knees around your spine and slowly articulate up vertebra by vertebra, rounding your shoulders at the top. And take that first step forward. That first step is progress. The next step is growth. Next step is happiness. Next step is energy, positivity. And once you make your way towards the front of your mat, establish Parabandha, which can either be with your big toes together and your heels slightly spread apart, or your feet at hip width distance, with the outer edges of your feet parallel with the outer edges of the mat. Make your way into mountain pose, Tadasana. Activate the leg muscles. Micro bend in the knees. Bring your pelvis underneath to make your spine nice and lengthy. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears, palms facing forward, and the crown of your head rising to the sky. Imagine your bones being aligned with all of your muscles. Active alignment. Dialing the Ujjayi breath, ocean sounding breath, in through the nose and out through the nose. Navel pressed against your spine. Inhale, raise the arms up to the sky, draw the shoulders down, and imagine you're holding a ball of energy in between both hands. On an exhale, hinging at the hips, fold forward. Maintaining the breath. Allow your head to hang like a mango. Your arms to hang like empty coat sleeves. Option 2. Grab the elbows. Sway side to side. On an inhale, place your fingertips on your shins. Extend your arms. And halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Fingertips on the shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Looking for that micro bend in the upper back here. On an exhale, place your hands on the mat. Step the left foot back. Step the left foot back. Establish Asta Bandha with your hands. Fingertips spread wide. Index fingers parallel with each other, pointed forward. And the eyes of your elbows pointed forward. Make your way into a plank, also known as Palakasana. On the next exhale, lower your body halfway down, bending at the elbows to Chaturanga. And on an inhale, roll over those toes. Press the tops of your feet against the mat. And make your way into an upward facing dog. Knees off the ground, legs active. Avoid allowing the heels to splay. Exhale, drop your knees. Curl your toes. And press the hips up and back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the left leg and bring your left foot between your hands. Drop the right heel so that your right toe is pointed towards the top right corner of your mat. Keeping the left knee at 90 degrees. Hips neutral, rise up to warrior one. If you're having issues with the hip neutrality, place your hands on your hips and press the left hip back and the right hip forward. And root down on the outer edge of your right foot. Extend the arms above head and avoid dumping in the lower back. Keep the spine nice and lengthy. Option here to interlace fingers behind your back and drop that. Left shoulder inside the right knee, the left knee. Exhale. Place your hands on the mat, step the left foot back. Make your way back into plank, Palakasana. Nice strong plank. Energized arms, energized legs, energized core. Exhale, lower down to Chaturanga. Inhale, roll over the toes, upward facing dog. Avoid dumping in the lower back here. Stay strong with the upper back. Exhale, drop the knees, curl the toes, and press those hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the right leg and bring that right foot between the hands. Drop the left heel so that the left toes are pointed towards the top left corner of the mat. Rise up for a warrior one. Hips neutral. Rooting down on the outer edge of your left foot. Exhale. Hands on the mat. Step the right foot back. Establish a plank. And on an exhale, bending at the elbows, lower halfway down to chaturanga. Inhale, roll over the toes. Upward facing dog. Exhale, drop the knees, curl the toes, and press the hips up and back to a downward facing dog. Welcome to bend the knees here. This is active recovery. Make sure you're aligning that breath. At the bottom of your next exhale, bend your knees, shift your gaze forward and lightly step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, place your hands on your shins for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees around the spine and slowly rise up. Back into Tadasana. On an inhale, extend your arms above head. And exhale, hands together at heart center. Samastitihi. Those were sun salutations A. Now we'll do sun salutations B. Make your way back into active alignment in Tadasana, mountain pose. Now on an inhale, bend the knees, drop the bum, and raise the arms up for a chair pose. Rooting down on the four corners of your feet. Exhale, fold forward. Hinging at the hips. On an inhale, halfway lift. Make that breath audible. Exhale, hands on the mat, step the left foot back, step the right foot back, or float back into a plank pose. On an exhale, bend at the elbows, and lower your halfway down. Inhale, roll up into an upward facing dog. Exhale, drop the knees, curl the toes, press the hips up and back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the left leg and bring it between your excuse me. Extend the left leg. Bring the left between the hands. Drop the right heel down. Right toes are pointing towards the right side of the mat. Left heel is intersecting the inside of your right foot. And inhale, rise up to warrior two. Extend the arms to the sides of your body. Gazes over to your left middle finger and your shoulders are soft. Micro bend in the right knee. Left knee bent at 90 degrees. Strength and ease here. Dialed into the breath. Exhale, drop the left knee onto the left thigh and reach over the top of your body with your right arm, shifting your gaze over to your right middle finger. Inhale, circle the arms back to reverse warrior. Right hand on your right hamstring. Gaze over to your left middle finger. Inhale, back up. Warrior two. Inhale, extend the left knee. Heel toe the right foot closer to the left, shortening the distance. And reach forward with your left hand as you reach back with your right hip for a triangle pose. Placing your left hand on your left ankle and reaching up towards the sky with your right hand. Gazes over to your right middle finger. Yes. Inhale, rise up. Place your hands on your hips. Rotate the right foot inward 90 degrees so that your feet are on train tracks. Hips neutral. Hinge at the hips and fold forward for a pyramid pose. Hands on the hips. Inhale, rise up. Step forward. To a mountain pose. Shoulders drawn down away from the ears. Palms facing forward. Inhale. Extend the arms above head. Exhale, hands together. Samastiti. Inhale. Bend the knees. Drop the bum. And raise the arms up for a chair pose. Exhale. Hinge at the hips. Fold forward. Inhale. Place your hands on your shins. And halfway lift. Exhale, hands on the mat. Float back into chaturanga. Inhale, roll over the toes. And halfway lift. Drop the knees. Curl the toes. And press the hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the right leg and bring between the hands. Drop the left heel down, left toes towards the left side of your mat. Warrior two. Shoulders soft, arms spread alongside. Rooting down the outer edge of the left foot, right knee bent at 90 degrees. Drop that right elbow down to the right knee and reach over the top with your left hand. Shifting your gaze over to your left middle finger. Inhale, rainbow the arms back to a reverse warrior. Inhale back up to warrior two. Extend the right leg. Heel toe that left foot closer to the right. Shortening the distance. Reach forward with your right hand as you reach back with your left hip. And then drop the right hand down to the right ankle. Extend the left hand up to the sky for a triangle pose. Inhale, rise up. Hands on the hips. Rotate the left foot inward 90 degrees. Now your feet are on train tracks. Pointed directly forward. And hinging at the hips. Fold forward for a triangle pose. Fingertips on the mat or on a block. Inhale, rise up. Step forward to a mountain pose. Heel toe the feet outward so that the outer edges of your feet are parallel with the outer edges of your mat. Inhale, extend the eyes above head. Exhale, hands together at heart center. Bend the knees and bring the elbows inside the knees to press out those knees. And press those elbows in with the knees. Malasana, also known as poo pose. Inhale, rise up. Heel toe the feet inward. Bend the left knee and grab that left ankle and place that right sole, the left sole of your foot onto your right thigh or your right calf for tree pose. the left foot from the thigh and extend that left leg back for a warrior 3. Extend the arms above head and drop the left foot down on the left toes. Make your way into a runner's lunge. Drop the left knee down and shift your weight onto your left heel, extending the right leg. Shift the weight forward and an inhale. Exhale, shift the weight back. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, shift the weight back. Rise back up and step towards the front of your mat. Inhale, extend the arms above head. Exhale, hands together at heart center. Samastitihi. Bend that right knee and bring that right foot onto the left thigh. The tree pose. Rooting down on the four corners of your left foot. Extend that right leg back. Hinging at the hip, fold forward. Make your way into a warrior 3 pose. Keeping the hips neutral. Extend the arms above head. And then drop the right toes down for a crescent pose. Drop the right heel. And then shift your weight onto your right heel, extending the left leg. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, shift forward. Raise your knee and step to the front of your mat. And rise back up into a mountain pose. Extend your feet along the lengthy side of your mat as we prepare for a wide-legged forward fold. Toes are pointed inward, pigeon-toed. Hands on the hips. Hinging at the hips. Fold forward. Place your hands on your hips. Rise back up. Heel toe the feet inward. And make your way onto your back. Give your knees a big hug. And bring your knees to your chest and release your fingers. Extend your arms out alongside with the knees bent at 90 degrees and the thighs perpendicular to the earth. And allow yourself to fall to the left side of your mat as you prepare for a twist. You can put the block in between your knees You're stacking your shoulders, stacking your wrists, your fingertips, and keeping the left shoulder rooted. Reach that right hand over to the right side of your body and root that on that right shoulder. Inhale. Bring that right arm back over to the left side of your body. Shift it all over to the right side. Stack everything up on the right side, and then extend that left arm over to the left side of your body. Inhale, bring that left arm back over to the right side of your body, and then make your way onto your back. Again, hug those knees in. Kiss the left knee, kiss the right knee. Release the knees, drop the feet down, heels near the bum. And we're going to press into a bridge pose. So keeping the knees neutral, pointed directly forward. Root down on those feet to rise up on the hips. Bring your shoulders underneath your back and interlace your fingers. Drop your chin down to your sternum. So release the interlace, remove the shoulders, raise your heels, and slowly articulate your back down with the upper back and the lower back, and finally the lower back. Now prepare for an inversion, so you can get that old blood out of the legs, get some new blood into the brain. Bring a block directly underneath your tailbone, and extend your legs up to the sky. Listen passively. Exhale, drop the feet down, remove the block. Bring your elbows inside of your knees and grip on the outer edges of your feet, rooting down on the tailbone and pressing the feet into the hands and pulling on the feet with the hands. Blissful baby. Exhale, release and extend the legs. Just melt onto your mat for a Shavasana, corpse pose. Normalize your breathing. Let your feet fall as they may. Relax the ankles, relax the feet, and imagine yourself as a hot surfboard on the hot beach with the wax melting all over it. You are the wax. Inhale, raise the legs up 90 degrees and bend your knees at 90 degrees. Allow yourself to fall over to the right side as you extend your right arm above head. And allow your head to rest on your right bicep for a fetal position. Imagine yourself as a baby about to be reborn. New light, new energy, and new positivity. Place your left palm down flat in front of your face and press down to rise up to a Sukhasana, cross-legged, seated posture. Maintain your eyes closed and remind yourself of your intentions or your dedications and ask yourself if you met those. Extend the arms above head and bring your palms in front of your face, covering your eyes. Open those eyes and spread apart the fingers. Welcome to your new world. Welcome to reality, the universe. Tap back into all the sounds, the warmth, the cold. Smell the fresh air. Taste your saliva. Inhale, extend the arms above head. Exhale, hands together, heart center. After the next inhale, we'll have a collective Om. Namaste, and thank you for letting me guide your practice today.